It is trash day. I'm gonna run out here and put oh, White Hawk, how I miss you. But it's winterized, except for the tires, but everything's... There are no birds up on the tower today. It's starting to come up over the house there, and the leaves here are starting to change. Our neighbor's tree really has changed more than ours, but ours is starting to change. Good boy, you didn't run out there. Yes, it's kind of dark. It's about 7 a.m. Actually, it might be having my second cup of coffee. So it is early. Well, 7:30. It's not super early, but it's early. Let me pull myself together, y'all, and then I'll come back here. I am here at the gym. I'm getting ready to go in, and I'm kind of getting back into the groove. I'm noticing that there are, like, I wake up certain mornings and my body's starting to, it gets revved up and it's ready to go. So this morning was no different. I had to wait a little while because I had to wait for my brother-in-law to drop something off at my house for me this morning. So I was kind of waiting and getting a few things done around the house. My nails, by the way, are still holding strong. Yay! I really like these. Anyway, got my water, got my gym bag. I'm gonna go in and get a good workout done, and then this afternoon I'm just working on getting I'm working on our budget and getting everything written down. We're gonna see our financial guide tomorrow to kind of go over things, to just see, like, where we stand. So we do have somebody that we're working with to kind of help us with, you know, our long-term planning. So that's tomorrow. So I got to get all the paperwork done today, and I don't know about you, but I get nervous when I start thinking of sitting down and looking right in the eyes of the like looking at your money situation head on. Like, when you have to, like, I look every month at my spreadsheet. I keep a spreadsheet and I go over it and I write everything down. And even though I know the money's there to pay the bills, I mean, we've done pretty good about budgeting. Even though I know that it's there, I still, money is one of those topics that triggers me a bit, and I wished I could say I could overcome that, but I don't think I ever will. Like, money is still something that I'm like, okay, I still wake up and go, okay, did I pay that bill? Did I do that? Did I do this? It's like, I'm so afraid I'm going to miss something. So, and now I just want to make sure I have everything written down for our appointment tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be kind of a fun day because we're going to go do that. It's out of town. We're meeting this guy out of town. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to lunch and maybe go to a couple of shops up in that area. Yeah, so we'll be, we're actually going to Colorado Springs. That's where we're going to be tomorrow. So I'm excited. And I'll take you guys along a little bit on, that'll be a little more exciting vlog, and I'm doing vlogs every day, so maybe that one will be a little more exciting. But I am so far behind on housework that I really need to do that. I think I'm going to do an integrity day with my sister, where we kind of get on the phone and we talk, and then we both go do our housework, and then we touch base with each other. So it's time for that kind of thing. I told her maybe we'll do something on my channel. That might be fun. At least I'll have her voice on, and we can kind of capture that. So, but I need to do something because I'm behind on laundry. I'm behind on cleaning. I'm just behind. But I am taking a stand for getting these workouts done, getting myself back to the gym. I've got a stake in the ground. I'm protecting that time, even if it means the floors are just going to have to get vacuumed tomorrow. So that's where I'm at. Anyway, let me know how you're doing. I'm going to run in, get my workout done, and then I think I'm just going to go home after this. I'll check back with you in just a minute. goodness, I'm tired. So I started off, I was using my app in my workout, and I don't know what I did. I must have pushed the wrong button or something, and I feel like I had to end up starting my workout over, and then I just ended up just kind of throwing in the workouts I wanted to do. So in the end, I think I got a pretty decent workout. I'll pop up my muscle view just so you guys can see which muscles I'm working and which one, you know, like I think that's the funnest feature of the app. All right, I'm gonna head home and I'm gonna work on my budget. Yay. But I'm just making a list of what we spend on groceries every month and utilities and gas for the car and all those things. I'm just really curious, and I do think it's all going to continue to go up, you know, like, so, but I do want a good look at it, and I do think, I know if I need to, I can cut my budget way back. This I know, I'm good at that, so when I have to be. But if I don't have to be, like, you know. All right, enough chit chat. Oh, and the problem is Prime deal days, you know. Dawn and I went on the other day and we're looking at the Prime deals, and we're like, there's something else we don't need. There's something else we don't need. But I ended up ordering cat food, and because for my little cat, outside cat that I take care of, I ordered cat food and I ordered coffee, and I saved money. So you can get practical things on Prime deals, but then there's so many other things that you probably wouldn't get if they weren't on sale. So John and I are really being more mindful of that. And like, we bought a couple of things, like he bought a tent that we really didn't need, but we're thinking, well, in an emergency, it would be nice to have a tent if we get stuck on a hike in the mountains. He wants it for our backpack for when we're hiking. We plan to do more of that when he retires. We have all this stuff we want to do when he retires. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna go home and get some work done, and I'll check back in with you. I have no clue what's for dinner. No clue. So I just went through all of our budget, and I actually cut out, I was actually paying a fee, like for our Amazon, like Amazon Prime. I know I pay for that every year. And then there are like these little fees, and I was actually paying for Amazon Music, which I didn't even realize I was paying for that because I don't use it. I thought I canceled it. I guess I didn't. So I canceled that. So I'm like, it's only $6, but hey, I was able to cancel that. I looked through a few more line items. I've been talking about my budget lately, and just like looking at all the things, like you have to really go through, because I think you forget sometimes that you subscribe to things. And like, I did use Amazon Music for a little while, but honestly, I have not. I do my own kind of playlist, and there's all these other options, and actually YouTube, you can go and listen to all kinds of stuff now. So I just like, and we do pay for Sirius XM for the cars. So I just don't need that. Like all these little things, you know. I did lose a nail, by the way. Don't pay that any mind. I'm just going to fix that right up, glue another one on there. But, yeah, but, oh, I went through, it took me probably 2 hours because I just double checked my numbers, and I got our expenses down to pretty, like I cut them pretty low for like our essential expenses that we need to live every month. Really isn't that much, and that felt really good to know that I actually did that. It looks better than I thought it was going to. Like essentials, I'm talking essentials, and then there's the little things that you like this, you know, like, I mean, obviously there's household cost, and I factored all of that in, like paper towels, and you know, you have to have clothes, so I factored in that kind of stuff. And I looked back on the last year to see what we actually were spending. Like I went in and looked at my Amazon account to see everything we ordered from Amazon. I looked back on, because we put everything on a credit card statement that we pay off every month. We don't pay interest on it. So we use that for anything online. So I went through and I looked at all of the expenses, from Walmart pickup to all the other grocery store expenses, and I'm like, huh. And I feel like we've been, you know, we were eating out quite a bit, so we had a few trips in there. So I feel pretty confident right now that I know where we're at. So we're going to go tomorrow to our meeting, and probably after that we might have a retirement date for John. So this is the plan. keep our fingers crossed. I'm really excited. Yeah, we won't announce it until he informs his work. So nothing formal to announce until we're sure. But you know, it could be, and like I said, it could be a few years away. But we'll have some dates in mind. So hopefully it'll be sooner than that. But you just don't know. And there's just so much going on in the world right now. It is so sad, and so much, just so much we don't have control over. The nice thing is that John and I still both have our health, and if I need to go back to work, I can go back to work. Like, that is not even an option. Like, that's not even a problem. It's not that I don't want to go back to work. We want to do other things and have a more flexible schedule, but we can go back to work if we need to. So there's just a lot of options. All right, I'm gonna call that a vlog, and we're gonna have leftovers tonight. So I actually have quite a bit left over from, I still have some of that roast left over, if you can believe it. And I have one pork chop left over. Normally I would send it to John for work, because I had 4 pork chops. We each only had 1 that night, so I had 2 left over, and normally he would take them to work, but they bought lunch for them. Like, they bought lunch today, and the other day they bought lunch. So he didn't really need to take lunch twice this week. So yeah, so it's like, all right, that's dinner. So, all right. You know, it's like, you save money by making sure you're not throwing away food either. And that's a huge problem in the past for me, when I learned to be an empty nester after cooking for 4 to 5 people and then having to switch to cooking for 2. I was wasting food, and who can afford to waste food these days? So that's another thing. All right, well, I will go and heat up my leftovers for dinner. I hope you're doing well. Take really good care, and I'll see you tomorrow.